Hey everyone, welcome back to your EdTech PD. Today I'm going to be teaching you about Google Docs. So let's see what you are going to learn. In this module, I'm going to show you how to change the margins of your text, how to install a dyslexic friendly font from Google, how to insert images into your doc, how to use voice typing so that you can teach your students how to use voice typing, how to insert tables, how to hyperlink text, and how to use the translate tool. So let's go ahead and get into it. For this PD, I'm going to go ahead and use one of my sample Google Classrooms to show you how you can create docs within your own classroom as well. So I'm going to go ahead and head into my Kinder classroom. So here's my sample Kinder classroom, pretty clean. I'm going to head up to the classwork. And I already have some stuff in here, so I'm going to go ahead and create an assignment and open that up. I'm just going to add it to my first week, my red heart. I'll make a due date for August 3rd. I can add a title and instructions later. Right now I'm going to go into Create, Google Docs. And Google is going to create a doc for me and open a new tab for me with that doc. And just like I showed you Google Classroom, I don't need to open it in Drive. It's already sorted for me in my Google Classroom folder under this sample Kinder Classroom. So I really love that Google Classroom does that, makes it so easy. All right, the first thing that I'm going to do once this loads is I'm going to go to File, and I am going to change the margins of my text. Default, normally, Google Docs will give you a 1-inch margin or space all the way around your text. So the space from the edge of the document to where your cursor is. But I do not like that, so I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to scroll down to Page Setup down here. So Page Setup is going to allow me to change the orientation of my page. So if it's portrait up and down, or if it's landscape side to side. So sometimes that works better if you're making a lot of tables, or if you have a lot of things going on in your document and you feel like you need more space width-wise, it's nice to put it into landscape. You can also change the paper size to any of these. There's legal size, they have A3 papers, and they give you all the dimensions right here. Now, normally this would say 1-inch margins from top, bottom, left, and right, but I have changed mine to 0.5. And so I'd like you to just kind of play around with these margins to see what that looks like when you change them. I'm going to change mine to a 1/2 inch all the way around to give me more space on my document. And then I'm going to say, okay. The next thing I want to show you is how to add a dyslexic-friendly font into your documents. So this was a font that was created by Google for people who have a hard time reading text on computers. This is a great font, and I know teachers love their cute fonts, and Google definitely has some really cute fonts, but it makes it really difficult for students to read, especially when they're on the computer a lot. And so for virtual learning, our students are going to be on the computer and having a lot of screen time. So in order to help their eyes, we're going to go ahead and install this font. So come up here to the font, open that up, and we're going to go to more fonts right here. This is going to allow us to search through all of the fonts that Google has, and they have a ton. Up here in this search box, you are going to put in the name of the font, which is Lexend Deca. So if you just put in Lexend and click search, then all of the different fonts in this family will come up. So as you can see, Google has created quite a few. So some students may need the letters to be spaced out more and more shrunken. As you can see, Lexend Terra, the letters are spaced out more, but the letters are also squished a little more. This one, the letters seem to be spread out, squished, and the letters are slightly bigger. So you can see there are small differences. I have the first two installed, but you can always click into here and click as many of these as you want, and then you would just click OK. Now when I go to use my font, it is right up here in the recent fonts because I've been using it quite a bit. If you didn't see it up here in the recent, you would be able to scroll right here and it would be in this list. So there they are right there. It's alphabetical order. So I'm going to click Lexen Deca. And then I'm also going to change the size to 12. I recommend using a size 12 or 14 font when you are creating things for students, and to use the bold, italicized, underlined, text color, and highlight liberally because it will help them have visuals for what they are supposed to be paying attention to. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and search for a picture. So I'm going to come up here to insert an image, and you have some options here. You can insert it from a camera, which would be the webcam on your laptop, by a URL, so if you found a picture online and you have the link, from your Google Photos, or if you have it stored in your Google Drive. You can search the web for free copyright photos, which I like to do because then Google's already telling me what photos I can use and not get in trouble. Or you can upload it from your computer if it's in like a thumb drive, for example. So right now I'm going to say search the web. All right, your performance task is about searching for your favorite animal. So I'm going to go ahead and search for Chihuahua. Let's do a Chihuahua mix since both of my Chihuahuas are mixes. All right, let's go ahead and do this guy right here. He's a handsome fellow. I'm assuming it's a boy. It might be a girl. I don't know. All right, so these pictures are automatically sized for whatever size they originally were. So this is a huge picture, but don't be afraid because Google gives you a bunch of options. So if you click on the picture, this blue border is going to show up with all of these square dots. These square dots allow you to shrink the picture, to squish the picture. If I want to keep the resolution the same, because if I do this, then the picture looks really weird and squished. Click undo. So I want to keep the resolution of this picture. So I'm going to go to the corner down here, and I'm going to drag this upward and shrink it down. Okay. The next thing I want to do is I want to make sure that the picture, if I click on it, is not in line with text because then it's just going to interrupt the text and make everything look weird. I want to make sure that it's wrapping around the text. So basically what that means is that the text can go around the picture and not disturb it, and it will look like almost like a newspaper article. So I'm going to choose that option right here. You can change the margins of how close the text can get to the picture, and you can also decide where the text goes. I'm just going to leave it as is, and then I'm going to click into here. So now my picture's here and my text will wrap around. Once I get to this point here, it will drop down underneath. So I'm going to go ahead and say my favorite animal is a Chihuahua. Okay, that font just looks so nice to me. It's very easy to read. All right, the next thing that I want to show you is how to use voice typing and where to find it. So if you come up here to Tools, you will see voice typing right here. Then you have this window. So when you are showing this to students, make sure to tell them that if it's grayed out, it's not listening to you. But the minute you click on it and it turns red, then it will listen to you. So I'm going to continue talking and just kind of complete the sentence. Dogs are my favorite animals because they are loyal, comma, smart, comma, and fun to be around, period. Then I have to click it to turn it off. Then I can come up here and see how my sentence turned out. Now you notice that I was also using words like comma and period to indicate what punctuation I wanted. So this is pretty accurate. I like the way this came out. I made sure to use my Oxford comma. So that is voice typing. I now want to show you how to insert a table. So I'm going to press enter and drop my cursor down below this picture. I'm going to come up here to insert, and I am going to select a table. Now, this now is going to ask you how many columns do you want, how many rows do you want to make your grid. Tables are incredibly useful in documents because you can color code them, you can bold them, you can create headings. It's just a great way for students to be able to see things. You can use this to create a menu, so you can kind of make these boxes a little bigger, and you can insert pictures in here. You can hyperlink text to YouTube videos or images. So right there, I have a great start to a menu. If I wanted to highlight all of this, I could, and I could make it all bold. I can make this whole row size 14. I could center all the text right here. And now I've got some great headings going on right here. There we go. All right. So the next thing I want to show you is how to hyperlink a text. So if you have a text and you want to make sure that it goes to a website, you just center that, perfect. So let's say I want someone to go to, let's say, Chihuahua Facts, right? I'm going to highlight this text, and then I'm going to come up here to insert link. Okay. Now, I'm going to need my link, so I'm going to come into another tab, and I'm going to say facts about Chihuahuas. So that's one way to do it, to open a new tab and to search. Another way to do it is it says right here, find more. An Explore tab is going to open up to the right. And because I said Chihuahua Facts, it's opening up the web for me so I can find different articles. So this one is from Dog Time. Looks great to me. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and grab this link right here by right-clicking and say copy link address. I could click into it and it will open up a new tab as well and allow me to read the article. But it's really nice that Google has this Explore tab so that you can search for things without having to open up a new tab. So I like this. I grabbed that article. I'm going to say link, right-click, paste the link, apply. Now, if I did it correctly, it should turn blue and underlined, so that way if I'm here and I click on this, the link is right here with the preview of the article. I can copy the link, I can edit the link, or I can remove the link entirely and I can start over. All right, so the last thing I want to show you is how to use the Translate tool. This is great if you are creating documents for anyone that is in a language other than English and you don't want to have to open up a tab for Google Translate and then copy your text over and then paste it back in. This completely takes out all those extra steps. So we're going to go to Tools, and then we are going to go to Translate Document. Now it's going to ask me what is the name of the new translated document, because it's going to create a translated copy of my current document. So I could just say, and I don't have a title in this document right now, so I can just say translated dog article. Now I'm going to choose the language from all of the languages that Google has to offer, which is quite a few. So I'm going to select Spanish. Now it's going to open up a new tab with the translated document. There it is, right there. All right, so what I want to do is to make sure to title my original one. I'm going to cancel out of here. And I'm going to come into this box right here, and I'm just going to say dog article. Okay. And then this one, I'm going to copy the link for this one. So I can go to share. And so now what I can do is copy the link right here, and it will say copied. Link is copied, okay? So if I wanted to insert something or add something, for example, add link right here. It's already copied, so I just need to say right click and paste. And then I can add the link for my translated document right here. And so maybe this one, I'm going to have students make a copy, and this one the students are just going to look at. So I'm done with these two. I can X them out. And then I need to put a title. I would normally do my emoji and my all caps, but I'm just going to do this for now, and then I'll say assign. Okay. All right. So my dog article is right here, ready for students to work with. All right, so I showed you how to change the margins, how to install that Lexan Deca dyslexic friendly font. I showed you how to insert images, to change the size, move them around. I showed you voice typing. I showed you how to insert a table, how to hyperlink documents, and how to use that explore tool. And I also showed you how to translate. So you guys know what's next. All that is next is for you to do your performance task. You will be doing this in your Google Classroom. And then once you create it, you are going to grab that link and insert it to the EdTech PD Google Classroom assignment. And then I also want you to do what I did, which is to make it live on your own Google Classroom so that you can see what it looks like. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to you joining me in our next module. Bye, everyone.